Welcome, very much welcome, Paul McCartney.
Thank you. Welcome to yourself.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. You're promoting your new album and your single, Once Upon a Long Ago now.
Yes.
And I heard that Holland is one of the few countries where you're going to do some promotion. Why Holland?
Yeah. Why Holland?
Yeah?
It's a wonderful country and very flat.
It is.
Easy to get around.
And nice museums.
Very good museums, yes.
You visited them?
Yes, you did too, I hear.
No.
But you got bored.
Museums. Yeah.
You got bored.
Yeah, that's true. When you recorded your first record, I was -4. So for people of my age, music is, they take music for granted, pop music. Mm-hmm. But I assume that you were one of the people who started it. So to what music did you listen?
Well, it wasn't me personally that started pop music. But yes, it's changed a little, since we started it, but not really that much. Most people make up stories about stuff. It was pretty much the same. Studios were like this. They had cameras then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? But to what music did you listen?
To what music? Used to rock and roll, Chuck Berry, Fats Domino, Elvis, Little Richard, all the greats.
And to what music do you listen nowadays?
Elvis, Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh God, no.
Stevie Wonder. Yeah, I like many kinds of music,
Yeah. You too.
Me too. Yeah.
That's great.
Terrible joke.
And
yeah,
you like UB40 and stuff like that?
UB40, Simple Minds, yeah. U2, I think, is probably like a favorite singer at the moment, Bono.
We're going to do our Dutch top 10 of this moment. So maybe you can have a listen to, and have a look at it and then give some scientific, comment on
Information.
it. Information.
I will
something
try.
like that. Okay. De Combinaard stijgt van 22 naar 10 met Never Can Say Goodbye. Icehouse blijft staan op 9 met Crazy. Chic stijgt van 10 naar 8 met Jack LaFreak. George Harrison en Got My Mind Set On You stijgt van 14 naar 7.
Very good.
Abigail Mead stijgt 2 plaatsen naar 6 met Full Metal Jacket. UB40 daalt naar 5 met Maybe Tomorrow. Tim Hardin, How Can We Hang On To A Dream stijgt van 6 naar 4. Terence Flynn D'Arby blijft staan op 3 met Dance Little Sister. Rick Astley blijft staan op 2 met Whenever You Need Somebody. En op nummer 1 George Michael en Faith. Nog steeds. So what is the most talented one out of these?
Out of them, I wouldn't dare to say, but I think George Harrison's got to be in with a chance. It's a good hit parade, yeah? Seems like good music you've got there.
Okay, I agree.
Very similar to England.
Yeah,
at the moment.
Very. I agree about George Harrison, so let's have a look at it now.
Must we?
Yes, we must.
Okay.
You've got my mind set on you. Cue. Come on. Well, this is all
and
fake,
then we
so
cut
it's not
away.
real.
Yeah, that's right.
So we go on now. Do you like what he's doing these days? His music?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. Yeah.
Do you play it at
He's
home?
a friend of mine.
Is he really?
Yeah, I like him. Yes, he's very good for a young chap.
How old is he now
Very
then?
good.
42?
He's younger than me, so this makes him infinitely young baby, just starting in the business.
All right.
He's a year younger than me. It's a big difference.
Yeah. I will have this seriously deep interview with you then in a
Yes.
moment, okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
I will have one with you too.
Oh, great.
It's very good.
All right, thank you. Paul, what about these museums in Amsterdam? I want to know more about it. Does it really interest you that much?
Yeah, well, the story is that I like painting. In recent years, I've started to try and paint a bit myself. So I think if you're into painting, you start to look at the work of the great painters. And in the museum here, you've got a few of them, Rembrandt, Vermeer, and Hals. So I just really come to see their pictures up close,
Yeah, but can you walk around there without being disturbed, screaming girls like, it's Paul McCartney, and things like
That's
that?
very good. It was you then.
No,
Okay,
It
I
was my
recognize
mother.
that voice
It's my mother.
anyway.
It's about 20 years ago.
That's your story. No, it's okay actually. I was there today, and there was a few girls, but they just sort of did something like that, and I said, "What do you want? Stop this and behave."
Yeah.
And they were all right. Yeah, we were fine.
That's
I
great.
said, "Groeten aus England," or something like that. They didn't understand.
Don't you need many people of security then around you when you go out?
Well, I prefer not to have too much security because it spoils your lifestyle. It's a difficult question because normally I don't really talk about it too much. I let people guess, But I prefer to be without, if possible.
All right. Something else then. How did you manage to have a successful solo career after being in a band like the Beatles? Must have been hard.
Well, the thing was that I had a choice of either I was going to continue in music or just give up. And with the Beatles having been so big as a group, it kind of seemed like a good idea to give up, but I didn't really want to. I enjoy singing, I enjoy making music. So I had to keep going one way or another. So I got a new band with my wife. We made Wings, and we had a good time. We enjoyed it, and I'm still enjoying it, really. So that's why, you know, it was either give up or keep going. So I kept going.
Yeah. And what happened with Wings? You split up in 1980.
Yeah, well, it's difficult to keep bands together. You know, bands, it's difficult for them to last more than 10 years. And we were together about 10 years, about the same length as the Beatles. In fact, we were together a bit longer. And we were successful. You know, we did a lot of things we wanted to do, but in the end, we just drifted apart. Mm-hmm. And so I ended up solo, which is quite nice too. I enjoy that.
Yeah. Wings was really a tour band. Would you ever go on tour again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next year?
Sure. You want to come?
Can't you say? Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, I've never seen you live.
Und Idabe. Nescafé.
Oh, we
No?
have to cut that out.
Are we a public?
Yes.
Okay.
The last time you did officially TV promotion in Holland was in 1964 in a place called Blokker.
Yeah, Blokker, yeah.
Yeah, we have something on TV.
Do we? I can't watch.
Yeah, can't you? You can.
Oh,
Just
okay.
look over there
Sure.
and you can see something. Maybe you remember something of it. There it is. Sweet. Yeah. It's my mother.
That's you.
No, it's my mother.
It's you again,
No,
eh?
it's my mother.
So George's footwork. Very
It's great. Where did you
good.
learn that?
good. Liverpool.
God. Who's that then? Your uncle.
Yeah.
Wow, going freaky, huh?
Getting rock on, boys. Yeah.
Do you remember anything of that?
Do I remember that one?
Yeah.
No, I don't really. I remember the whole period, you know, and we played many places.
Yes.
So I don't actually remember that gig.
No. Something else. The Beatles CDs. George said that he didn't really like the CDs because it's sort of, you know, it loses the historical value because it sounds so clear. Do you agree with that?
Well, I mean, I think that's an interesting point, but CD is just a new invention. You know, it's like saying that records that were on the cylinder should never make it to tape. I don't really agree. You know, I understand what he's saying. It changes the perception of the music, but it still sounds pretty good to me. And if people have got CD players, they're not going to want to buy tape, are they?
No, of course not.
Hey, big deal, George. Don't make such a big deal about it, man. You know what I mean? All right.
You know what I mean, man?
You know what I mean,
sound
man?
like LL Cool J.
That's right. Robert De Niro. Sure.
Yeah, great. The Godfather. Michael Jackson bought all the rights of the Beatles songs.
Yeah.
Isn't it a bad feeling that somebody else has the rights now to do with these music what he wants to?
Well, you know, that's just business. It's he had the money to buy them, and someone else was selling them. You know, it's just a pity, from my point of view, that in the early days we didn't understand song publishing. We're just a young group, so we didn't know what they were doing really, and they said, "We'll make you your own company," and they took everything. So Michael's ended up buying them. You can't blame him really, you know. Well, you can if you want, but. So, you know, it's just a business thing, really. I think, you know, as long as he handles them good and gives them back to me, it'll be okay. No
Do you
problem.
think he's going to record some of them?
I don't know, really. You have to ask him
Yes.
when he sits here.
Yes, but I don't think he will. Maybe next year he comes for some gigs.
He probably come
Yeah.
to this studio.
Yeah, probably. I hope so. Because then we can get away of all these rumors around him, you know.
Yes, that's right. That's why he wants to come,
I hope so.
to get away from all these rumors. And if you believe that, you believe anything.
It's true. You did something with him. Say, say, say. And the
Yes.
girl is mine.
That's right, yeah.
Let's watch Say, Say, Say now.
Should we?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
let's do that right
Yeah.
now.
All right.
That'd be
Where
great,
is it?
man.
There it is.
Fabulous. Look.
Yeah, it's Linda. Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, and Say, Say, Say. Are you going to work again with him?
Maybe, I don't know really. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Do you want to work with other musicians you have never worked with before? You're working at the moment with Elvis Costello, right?
Yeah, I'm writing some songs with him. Yeah. It's very good.
Other people, other projects?
I can't really think of any other people at the moment that I'm kind of itching to work with, you know. But there are always good people around, you know. So I say I'm writing with Elvis, and we've done a few songs together. He's good.
How many songs have you written?
I don't know. I've often wondered.
Yeah. Maybe somebody in the world
More
knows
than
it.
half a dozen.
I think so, yeah. You are quite a fan of Rupert Bear, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're going to have an extended version of We All Stand Together?
Well, no, Rupert Bear is a little character from English newspapers, a cartoon character, and I'd like to make a feature film, which won't be an extension of the Frog Song, be different. But it's a big job. It's like a Walt Disney, you know. It's a lot of work, very complicated, but I'd like to do it.
You like cartoons because
Yeah.
also in your new
'Cause
video.
I'm childish.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Still?
Childish, yeah. Very childish mentality, stupid innocence, but I enjoy it. No, I do. I like cartoons. Don't you?
Yes, I do. Is songwriting the main thing you do, or are there too many side things? Not too many.
Songwriting and making music is the main thing I do. That's what I like doing best. It's easiest for me, you know. It's what I do. So I always try and keep writing, and I like singing and playing.
Yeah.
In fact, see, that's just a little singing. I thought I'd give you just a little example.
Where did you get that volume?
The sound engineer just died. Good morning.
There he is.
You're alive then. I'll do that again.
Oh, God.
No.
I have a very deep question now I want to ask you.
Okay. Go.
Prepare. What has changed in pop music? I mean, you said before that little has changed, but I don't really believe that.
Well, I mean, I think the main thing that has changed is it's become a bigger industry, so there's more money to be made. There are more people buying the records, so it's just bigger and everything's more important than it used to be. And the main difference, I think, is just the technical thing. So that machines, computers, and the technical abilities, because the sound, like you say, with CDs, sound quality is very perfect now.
Is it easier now to be in pop music because of videos and synthesizers?
I don't know. To me, it seems just about the same, you know, as it was then, really. You still, no matter how much technical equipment you've got, or no matter how many videos and helps you've got for doing it, you've still got to get a song. You know, it doesn't matter, you've still got to tell the computer what to play. So it's here. And if you haven't got it there, there's nothing going to help you. So in that way, I think it's the same challenge.
Yeah, for you,
Yeah.
it still is.
I think so, you know. I enjoy it just as much as I used to. But I think the technical thing is the big difference. You can get a machine to play it all for you now. And it won't be long before you can get a machine to sing it for you, you know.
Oh,
But
God.
I think, you know, it comes and goes, you know. I think you'll find people going back to real drummers and real singers, you know, if it ever goes that way.
Yeah. Do you feel restricted sometimes because you're Paul McCartney?
In what way?
Well, for example, if you want to do something,
Yes.
anything, can you do
Would
it?
you like some milk?
Yes.
I've had it specially brought in for you.
Really?
Yeah.
It's from an English cow?
English cows, yeah.
Cool. Cheers then.
Isn't that good?
Dank u.
Okay, you're welcome.
So you don't feel restricted, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
She's really drinking this milk too. You drink this all the time, huh?
Yes, I do. That's
very
why I
good.
look like a Dutch farmer girl.
Dutch rose.
You know, a Dutch rose.
Dutch rose, better than a Dutch farmer.
Cool. Oh yeah. Do your kids like your music?
I'm very lucky actually, because I always expected them to hate it. You know, you always think that they're teenagers, and so they'll just say, "Oh, I hate what he does," but we like Simple Minds or something. But I'm very lucky they actually like what I do, and I didn't expect that, so it's taken me by surprise. They're nice kids, you know. They actually like what I do, Well, that's what they tell me anyway. Maybe it's just to get pocket money.
Could be.
This is what I think.
Can't
No,
just-
I say they do seem to like what I do.
Then finally, new album.
Yeah, all the best.
Yes, but that's not new. I mean,
That's right.
there's
yeah.
only one new track.
I thought you
on
were
it.
talking about that.
No, I wasn't. Sorry. Is there going to be
That's
totally
new old album.
New old-
You mean new?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm writing it at the moment, and I've recorded a couple of things, and so I should be finished with it next year sometime.
And are you going to promote it then by touring?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe, First of all, you got to get an album, then you got to get a band.
Oh yeah, of course.
You've got to do that, and
Yeah.
so I'm looking around at the moment for people to play with and stuff. And as I say, I'm writing the album, but it feels good. I'm enjoying doing it. So maybe it'd be a good one.
Okay. Well, if you come over, I will be there. I will be screaming loud.
Will you be there screaming?
Yes, I
Let
will.
me hear you scream loud, please.
Now?
Yeah. Okay, sound engineer, wake up. That's very good. It's very good. You can come. It'll be very good. You'll be very welcome. Hello, this is Paul McCartney, and you're watching Europe's #1 rock show, Countdown.